Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's get right in today's topic, which is of course regarding Caspa itself. See what is happening with the price of Caspa and of course what is yet to come. If you're enjoying these updates, smash that like button, guys. It does go a long way. Anyhow, looking across the market, over the course of the last, few hours to be specific, you're starting to see some coins actually starting to go back into the green. We know what happened yesterday. The broader market was looking quite bearish. Even though, the market is looking a little green over the course of the last, 24 hours, especially over the last 1 hour, I think it's not a time to be getting excited because, of course, the price of Bitcoin is still not where I personally would like for the price of Bitcoin to be. But again, that's my own personal opinion. But let's analyze the chart of Kaspa, see what is happening, and of course what is yet to come. Before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So price of Caspa is at 16.3 cents. It's actually up 1.1% in Bitcoin and USD comparative. Market cap approaching that $4 billion mark, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about $61.2 million. Looking at the dominance index, the dominance index actually did go down to that 57.17%. So quite a substantial drop over the course of the last few days after retesting, of course, the yearly high, pretty much a double retest at the yearly high at around 57.7%. But we have seen the dominance pulling down, and in return, what you actually did see happening with Bitcoin prices, Bitcoin price actually did start to move a little bit towards the upside. Nothing too major, as I've said, in terms of getting excited. I think that's not what we need to be doing. But the fact that you are seeing a little bit of a bounce within the price of Bitcoin, of course, that is going to impact the altcoin market in a positive way, especially while dominance is still quite low. So of course, you guys know at this point, if you do watch the Caspa updates on a day-to-day basis, you guys know what are the targets that I aim for. The 60K key resistance, a very important key resistance for the price of Bitcoin, and it's extremely important for the price of Bitcoin to stay above there, at least. Of course, and for me specifically, in order for me to turn bullish for Bitcoin and the broader market, I want to see the price of Bitcoin above 64K. But with that said, it's really important for the price of Bitcoin to remain above that psychological 60K support, because as long as we are above there, I think it's okay. But if we're below that, there's a chance of us dropping below the 23.6. You did see two different retests, guys. You can make this up. We saw two different retests at the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level support line, which is around almost $57,900 Bitcoin price. But you have seen so far the price pretty much playing as a major level of support. So that is to be of course expected, because obviously, as mentioned, if the price is able to lose this support, we could see some downside, and like we have seen over the past few months. So now that we have that out of the way, let's take a look at what's happening with Caspa. So the price of Caspa actually did see a little bit of a relief within its price. Of course, this right here, daily time frame, just based off of looking at the daily time frame, I know at this point you guys know, we are still in the higher low trend. The trend is pretty much in the upwards trajectory still, and it hasn't been invalidated. Some people think, the price wicked all the way down to the 12.5 cents on August 5th. What if I told you the trend is still in an upward trajectory? The formation pattern is still fully intact, and that is of course something that you need to keep in mind. But with that said, let's take a look at what's happening on the closer time scale. So of course, still within the 78.6 fib zone, but let's switch to the hourly time frame and really start to understand what's going on. Now, of course, it tries to just lag as soon as I need it to go. Oh, there we go. All right, so you're starting to notice a little bit of a trend for the price of Caspa, especially when you look at it from an hourly standpoint. So look at this, guys. This speaks for itself. This pattern tells you everything you need to know and everything we've been discussing over the course of the last few updates. You can see this for yourself. August 5th was the day where we snapped below this key support line, pretty much from the 38.2 fib zone, and we obviously saw that flash crash due to obviously Bitcoin going down to significant lows as well. We saw Bitcoin wick down all the way down to the 48,700, and we know Caspa is not going to be an exception. And pretty much since then, you're starting to see this pattern playing out. a sideways pattern pretty much, playing out a consolidation phase, as you can see. And pretty much the support in the 23.6 is quite significant. We haven't lost that support since reclaiming back above this wick. And again, these prices did not last too long. But what I've been discussing over the course of the last few updates, look at this, guys. Look how many times there was a rejection at this key resistance at the 17.3 cents mark. We literally retested this 3 different times. I would say 2 different times, because the second time it didn't even retest the resistance itself. But you could see this for yourself. This August the 24th, which was just a few days back, we finally popped out of there and never actually managed to close above here, because of course our good old friend Bitcoin decided to say peace out, it's time to go back down. And you can see this for yourself. Kaspa obviously reacted to that as well. We're finding it pretty much back to where it was over the course of the last few days. But as I said, you're starting to see a strength and a kind of a pattern playing out. So as the price of Kaspa is trying to get back into the the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, look at this resistance at literally, as we're recording this update, Caspa's price is finding some significant resistance for itself, and that speaks for itself. Literally, let's take it back. You want to take it back however long you want. You could see the significance of this exact resistance. Hence, you are seeing a little bit of a hard time for CAS to break into the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. But we've seen that in the past. CAS does turn things around for the better quite fast. So I'm projecting that to happen. But obviously, with that said, you need to look at what happens with Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does not hold within the 23.6, we see another fake out, then of course it's lights out in the immediate short term, and of course Caspa is going to react to that specific move. What's happening with Warren Buffett. I shared that news with you guys if you did watch the XRP update. Warren Buffett is selling his stocks like never before. He has almost $1 trillion. Let that sink in, guys. It literally hurts my head when I think about this. Warren Buffett has $1 trillion almost in cash. In cash. $1 trillion. And you guys might be like, okay, Crypto ZX, so what? If you want to put that into perspective, guys, that's almost, if not almost half of the entire market valuation of crypto markets. Let that sink in. Let that digest real quick and see how much money that really is. So is that really meaning that, he sees something, in terms of, massive stock market crash? What exactly is going on? Because of course there's some uncertainty against the US dollar. So could that be the case? Is there something, correlating to that? Let me know down below what you guys think. But that is also a very interesting thing that we need to also be monitoring. Even though Bitcoin is in a bull market, believe it or not, those are some factors that can impact the Bitcoin price as well. So let's keep that in mind. But so far, so good. Obviously, we need to see the price go back above 60K. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.